Hi, my name is Kate Barr, and I'm from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And for our banned books readout, I'm going to be reading from Gossip Girl by Cecily von Ziegesar. This is not an important book to me in the sense that it shaped my life or that I was really in love with it as a kid. I did read it when I was about 17 when these books were popular. But it's important to me in the sense that these kinds of books, books that are deemed trashy or lowbrow, are often banned, and yet they're a prime way that teenagers and tweens get interested in reading. They are popular, they're pulpy, but they get books into kids' hands, and so it's very important to me that books like this remain accessible. And despite the fact that they're pulpy and trashy, there are also some very real human emotions in them, and that's the passage that I'm going to read to you now. The character Serena is alone in her apartment. Home was 994 Fifth Avenue, a ritzy, white-glove building next to the Stanhope Hotel and directly across the street from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Vander Woodsens owned half of the top floor, and their apartment had 14 rooms, including 5 bedrooms with private bathrooms, a maid's apartment, a ballroom-sized living room, and 2 seriously cool lounges with wet bars and huge entertainment systems. When Serena got home, the enormous apartment was empty. Her parents were rarely at home. Her father ran the same Dutch shipping firm his great-great-grandfather had founded in the 1700s. Both her parents were on the boards of all the big charities and arts organizations in the city and always had meetings or lunches or fundraisers to go to. Deirdre, the maid, was out shopping, but the place was spotless and there were vases of fresh-cut flowers in every room, including the bathrooms. Serena slid open the door to the smaller of the lounges and flopped down on her favorite blue velvet armchair. She picked up the remote control and pressed the buttons to open the TV cabinet and turn on the flat-screen TV. She flipped through the channels impatiently, unable to focus on anything she saw, finally settling on TRL, even though she thought Carson Daly was the most annoying man alive. She hadn't been watching much TV lately. At boarding school, her dorm mates would make popcorn and hot chocolate and watch Saturday Night Live or Jackass in their pajamas, but Serena preferred to slip away to drink peach schnapps and smoke cigars with the boys in the chapel basement. But what bothered her most now was not Carson Daly or even the fact that she was sitting alone in her house with nothing to do, but the thought that she might spend the rest of her life doing just that, watching TV alone in her parents' apartment if she didn't get her act together and get into college. Why was she so stupid? Everyone else seemed to have their shit together. Had she missed the all-important "it's time to get your shit together" talk? Why hadn't anyone warned her? Well, there was no point in freaking out. She still had time, and she could still have fun. She didn't have to become a nun just because she was joining the inter-school drama club or whatever.